With all the immigration unstable rules lately in the UK, ranging from banning overseas students from bringing in their dependents, stopping skilled workers or overseas carers from, bringing in their dependents to the country. In this video, there is a visa route I'll be introducing to you where you can still come into the country with your dependents. And under this visa, there's no English requirement, there's no degree requirement. So anybody can apply, anybody from the age of 18 can apply. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about the requirements. I'm going to be talking about how you can apply to get this visa. And in the end of this video, I'm going to be showing you an organization that is currently sponsoring for positions in this visa route. So if you are interested, make sure you stick around and watch this video to the end and put in your application as soon as possible, because this is an area I believe that people are really neglecting and it is working. A lot of people are already using it. People from Asia are using it to come into the country. So watch this video and take advantage of this visa route. Hello ladies and gentlemen, in case you're tuning in to this channel for the very first time, my name is Steven, and on this channel I talk about traveling abroad, settling abroad, study abroad and job opportunities abroad. So if you fancy this, kindly consider subscribing to this channel and please like and share with your friends, and do not forget to hit the notification bell so that whenever we upload our videos, you'll be the first to be notified. So let us hit the ground running. Ladies and gentlemen, the visa path I'll be introducing to you is called charity worker visa. I know many of you may have come across this visa or have done something around it, but this video I'm going to make it a bit clear, and then at the end of this video I will show you an organization that is currently sponsoring that you can apply to. So what is charity worker visa? What is this visa about? Charity worker visa is a temporary visa that allows an individual who has passion for a charitable cause to come into the United Kingdom and work for charitable organizations in that field. And in this visa, you are not paid. However, you get a stipend from organizations, and some of the organizations would take your accommodation responsibility, feeding responsibility, and all of that. This visa does not lead to a permanent settlement, and under the visa you can also extend the visa after the expiration of your first visa that was issued to you, and you can come to the United Kingdom with your family, with your dependent wife or dependent spouse, with your dependent children that are below the age of 18. So this visa type comes with lots of benefits, but from the surface it would appear, because you will not be paid, you would think it's not a good visa. But watch this and see how you can take advantage of the many benefits that comes with this visa. So this visa is also known as a volunteer visa, because what you basically do is you come into the country to volunteer in a charitable organization for a charitable cause. And under this visa, you're not required to have a particular degree, because you're only coming to help, and you are not entitled to be paid. So you have to get that very rightly. You are not entitled to be paid under UK charity work visa. However, organizations usually give stipends to people who are coming to help them, and that stipend could range from covering your accommodation, providing meals for you. They basically do a whole lot of things that you would have been doing with the payment for you. And at the end of the month, or in the end of the month, they still give you some stipends. So what is required of you is to have passion in that particular field. All right. So, and the stipend they give to you is yours to keep, because they don't call it salary because it's a charitable organization. Sometimes they could be non-profit making organizations. So the good thing about this visa is that you can actually come in with your dependent. And when you come in with your dependent can do other jobs. Your dependent can work for other organizations. So both of you don't necessarily have to work for that same organizations. So what that means is that while you are working on the basis of volunteering, then your dependent, your spouse as it were, would be able to work for other organizations and earn extra quid for you people to augment. And you can also come with your children, your dependent children that are above 18 years. I mean, that are below the age of 18. You can come with them to the country. So there are good things that this visa pathway is coming with. There are good things that this visa is bringing your way. I want you to know that when you come into the country through this visa route with your children, they stand the chance to enjoy the free education in the country depending on their age. And again, they stand the chance to, to enjoy the healthcare in the country. Though when you are making your application, you make some payment for your IHS, but at the point of use, you do not need to make any further payment. Now, let's talk about the requirements. So under this visa, what are the things that you are allowed to do? What can you do under this visa? So with this visa, you can, while you're working for your sponsoring organizations, you can pick up a second job. However, that second job must be the same line with the organization you are working for. For instance, if you came in to the UK and you are doing support work or care job for an organization, then your second job must also be in that field of support or care. So you can basically, while you're volunteering for one organization, you can pick up a second job with whatever that is left of your time, because when you're volunteering, you're not going to be working every day of the week. You definitely have a lot of time to do other things for yourself. So that's one thing you can do. You can work a second job. And then secondly, you are also allowed to study certain courses. You can pick up, you can go back to the uni to do some other courses to, broaden your horizon and, and create, more, and create more opportunity for yourself. You can go back to the uni to study and then be entitled to more opportunity in the country. So the requirement for this visa is that number one, you have to be 18 years old to be able to apply. You have to be 18 years and above. So if you are below the age of 18, then you cannot apply for this visa. So, and the number two requirement is that the charity work meets certain specified requirements, which the other requirements will be listed under here. And number three is that you hold a valid certificate of sponsorship, COS. So you apply to companies, organizations in the UK, and they have agreed that you can come over to volunteer with them. Then they will issue a document called certificate of sponsorship. It is that certificate of sponsorship that you will use as part of your application document. That's the requirement number three. Requirement number four, you genuinely intend and are able to undertake the role for which you are being sponsored for. So you have to really have genuine intention for that course that you are coming to the UK to do. It is not an escape, it is not a miss to just escape to the UK. You have to really have genuine passion for what you're coming to the United Kingdom to do. And you also have to satisfy financial requirements. You have to show proof of fund to show that when you come to the UK, even without the support of anyone, you are able to chest your financial responsibility in the country. And you show that by giving proof of fund. And the other one is you do not fall for refusal under the general grounds for refusal, that if you have not been denied visa on criminal ground before. So you have to have clean records. That's what I think that means. And the last one is that you have to provide a tuberculosis certificate. Like the other visas, when you're coming to the UK, people usually go to do TB test. So you also have to satisfy that your health is in order. You do not have tuberculosis before you come to the United Kingdom, and you do that by providing the TB certificate. So these are the requirements that you need to meet to satisfy before you can be considered for this particular visa. How do you apply for this visa? This is the procedure. First, you seek and obtain certificate of sponsorship from a charitable organization in the UK. So, and I'm going to be showing you one soon. So when you apply to them and they agree that you can come into the organization to volunteer, then they will issue a certificate of sponsorship that will contain a license number that you can use during your application. So they will issue that certificate to you, and then you go online. I'm going to leave a link in the description box that you can click on, and it will lead you to the application portal. So you go online and fill in the application, and they will require you to fill in some information from the certificate of sponsorship. You fill them in. So after filling in the application, you pay the application fee of about £270, and I'll double check and put that on the screen that you pay. So when you pay that amount for your visa, for the application fee, and then you supply all the required documents ranging from, you know, proof of fund, about 1,000 plus, to show that you can take care of yourself in the country, your passport, and you know, your travel document and all of that. You forward all the required document, and then after that you submit your application, you pay your fee, and if there's any other thing that the Home Office would require of you, they will let you know. Otherwise, they will also let you know that your application has been submitted successfully. And then after that, it usually takes about 3 weeks. So you wait for 3 weeks for you to get decision. So once you get decision on this application, then you can find your way to the United Kingdom to come and work with this with your organization. However, it is very important to state that this role is not for everyone. It's for people who genuinely have passion for a particular cause. Because if you do not have passion for a particular cause and you are doing you're coming to work for an organization, you will not be happy. So you will truly be happy if you come through this visa route, if you have a genuine passion to volunteer for an organization. But I know that for so many, it will just be an escaping route for them. But I would advise that you check and see if you have a genuine reason, genuine passion to come into the country to help. It's like you love helping people, so come and help. And while you are helping, you'll be getting fulfillment and happiness, even without being paid. So guys, here is one of the organization looking for volunteers, and this organization is interested in both UK and overseas volunteers. As you can see, that's the name, NTM. You see the website, you can go to the website. I'll also drop that on the description box, ntm.org.uk, and that's the property there where they are currently located. So here's what you need to know. To say helping here makes a world of difference. So just go around the website. NTM UK's head office facilitate the sending and supporting of UK missionaries. North Coast College is a Bible and missionary training center located on the grounds of the NTM UK property. So the college equips men and women from all over Europe to join the New Tribes Mission Church planting team in Latin America, Africa, and the Asia Pacific region. Now, on the role, each year there is a need for volunteers to help in the kitchen and nursery. We usually look for 3 or 4 volunteers to help in these ministries. Other areas of need come up at other times, such as general maintenance and construction. So landscaping and clerical work. There are also opportunities to volunteer in specialized areas such as graphic design and all of that on a long-term or per task basis. You just go through all of these. So here is the location. This is the interesting part. And this is the interesting part. They say volunteer from outside the UK. We need to meet certain visa requirements, and this would be some of the requirements I've actually discussed in the video, if you have watched it to those points. So if you haven't, go back to the video and you see the requirements, what they're talking about there. So that is the location. There's a link on share, and the contact number is right here. You can contact them after putting in your application. You can write an email to inquire about the phase of your application and all of that. So I wish you guys best of luck as you apply to this organization. Thank you.